What the fuck? I thought that was like your little heater thing. I'm like, how the fuck did you fit that bitch in there?
No, I have a step stool in my drawer now.
That is retarded. Not that there's anything wrong with being retarded. Maybe just end the stream and restart it.
Hi, welcome to the first episode of the 3Bois Podcast. I'm joined here with Angry Assassin and the Frosty one. Both have HR at the end. And yeah, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yes, I am an Angry Assassin. And I have HR at the end.
I am the Frosty one and I have HR at the end.
Yeah. So basically the background of this, of like us becoming a podcast, is literally not that long ago. We literally came together and we're just like, what if we just started a podcast? And now here we are. Yeah.
It's been working out. It's been fun.
It's been working out so far. We're 6 minutes in and we just started.
It's been working out. It's our first video and the first 6 minutes are us trying to cut everything. I wouldn't exactly say that. It's
The first 20 minutes.
It's been funny though.
Yeah.
Planning that thing has been actually pretty fun though.
Yeah. But
Started up, but now we're here.
yeah, because some of us couldn't shut the fuck up. I want to name any names. But yeah, do you guys want to explain why we got into YouTube? Or
Just for some kicks, honestly. I think just try growing a fan base and seeing if anybody's actually interested in the dumb shit we have to talk about.
or the dumb shit we do. But yeah.
Yeah, I played on, I remember playing on Xbox. I loved like clipping all my stuff because it was fun. I liked doing it. But on here you can't really do it.
Yeah.
So I kind of started on YouTube just clipping my stuff and using it as like YouTube as like a free storage basically.
Mhm.
But it's actually been really fun and I'm actually kind of starting to edit my videos now, so.
Yeah. I just started editing like full on editing my videos cuz when I first started my YouTube channel, I got like a new like a camcorder or whatever, and I like used to record videos and upload them straight up to YouTube, and it actually became like a hobby to me because all my life I've been looking up to like the YouTubers that I actually watched, and I always just wanted to be in their place, start like a fan base or whatnot, and like just have people just like chat with like every day, something like that. As stupid as it sounds.
It's,
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody.
Not to flex on y'all, but I kind of got 30 views on a video, my first and only video that I posted.
And
So what the podcast is gonna be about? Funny stories we have, what we expect out of games, what some of the like latest tech news is.
this literally
And
It's just
yeah,
some dumb shit we have to talk about.
like
Yeah.
general
Adding
thoughts, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Some mutual interest we have. You guys want to go over that? Just
Well,
games.
I think we already went through that. Like, we just really want to play games, and we just want like a fan base that we can talk to and whatever.
YouTube's something that we all kind of want to get into and have
Yeah.
fun on. I
This, like,
don't
I
wanna
don't-
take it too seriously just yet,
Yeah.
but
I want to treat it like as a hobby or whatever. This,
Yeah.
just yeah.
hang on.
Can we have a yeah counter?
Yeah.
Someone in chat put a yeah counter.
Wait, what is that? What is this? Is that your fucking? What is that? Is that your
It's my
heater?
dedicated drawer to a step stool.
Oh, I thought that was your heater.
What?
My new computer. Made out of mahogany.
Mahogany.
All right. So we already went through like the intro. Yeah, you can just everybody just leaves and I'm just here talking to myself. So I think we already went through like the intro, like who we are, why we started this up, and all that. But yeah, let's just move on. So I actually have like a story. This happened last night. So How much do you guys remember like your dreams or whatever? Or like,
Not recently.
cause last night I had a fucking nightmare and it was fucking terrifying. Like I woke up at 3 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep.
Just like the
3 a.m.
boys.
challenge.
The boys.
Boys
Did
were
you
up
get a
at
Ouija
3
board?
a.m. 3
Yeah.
boys.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and there was Jay Station trying to summon fucking Mac Miller and his drug.
He's just trying to summon subscribers. Whoa, the Ouija board, bro! It's spelling out subscriber. What the hell? That's so weird.
It spells out fucking Tyler Blevins ninja.
Yeah, oh my.
Anyways, what was your nightmare that was so terrifying?
So, I had 2 nightmares last night, but like I can't remember one of them, but I can remember the one that kept me up all night, or whatever. Tortilla.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just felt sick. My bad. Maybe I fucking Tourette's or something. Everybody's got their quirks and shit. I'll just start screaming tortilla.
This is gonna be
Braden
fun.
becomes the weatherman. Turns out there's a hurricane coming towards us.
No, but he's like fucking he's like being held hostage and like the guy's like, any last words, and the fucking bleeding tortilla. But
Just click eye off.
but like my dream I had, I remembered that there was like a mobile home and like in the middle of like the woods. Typical like horror movie, but this isn't even like a horror movie thing. And like I forgot who I was with, but I was with someone.
Wait,
And
did you say? What did you say? What kind of home?
like a mobile home. What do you think I said?
I just. What do you were scared of it, as in like the poor people were gonna come after you or something?
No. No.
Oh, no, they don't have money. They can't afford a new house.
Don't do with the meth needles.
You step on a hair. I'm actually scared of the fucking ground because there's like heroin needles all over the fucking place.
They're chasing after you with spoons they use to fucking cook the heroin.
They have like aluminum foil and shit that they use to cook it. There's this one that's just like fucking OD.
If we find anybody who makes it to this point in the podcast, that would amaze me.
Yeah, well, I'd be surprised. But but was continuing on with my dream. There was like an RV or like a mobile home in the middle of the forest. I don't remember what's around the forest. It's just like deep in the forest. I remember like being scared that like my dog was outside or something because something was coming, but I don't remember what it was. So we go into the mobile home, and like night just comes in right away. I remember that. And like night just comes in right away. I look outside and literally just a horde of zombies were just around the fucking mobile home and shit. And like I just remember like it's like the mobile home started like shaking and shit. I remember this completely because this is why I woke up in the night. They break into the mobile home and shit. And like I tried like defending myself, but I get like surrounded, and all of a sudden like I start getting eaten the fuck alive. And that's like when I wake up. So literally I had a dream where I got eaten alive by zombies.
I'm 90% sure this has to be a movie somewhere.
Pretty much, but like a scene from a movie. I don't know why I was dreaming about zombies when I haven't seen a zombie show for like the longest time. Maybe I was playing Minecraft, saw a zombie, and then it was Minecraft zombies eating me. I don't fucking know. But I thought I'd just share that as my story or whatever for this week.
Oh, we're doing the weekly funny stories.
Well, we can just keep like we don't have to like share one story per person. We can like just keep going around with stories and shit. I just thought I'd just share that as like a story because I don't know.
Pretty epic story to tell.
All right, what's your story?
One time I was downstairs sleeping on the couch, middle of the night. I'm just chilling, you know. I'm bracking, falling asleep, just dreaming of whatever I'm dreaming. All of a sudden, my damn cat runs in. There's this like loud crash of like a thud of just like the cat. I found out later it was the cat hitting like the wall because he had a bag over his head. So in the middle of the night, I just wake up. I think it was about 3 a.m.
Mhm.
And my fucking cat's running into walls with a damn plastic bag over his head. So, you know, that was interesting.
What was the
And
bag
for
from?
everybody watching, wondering what his cat
Target.
looks like, is his profile picture. We call him Fat Fucker Hudson because he's a fat bastard. Why did I say it like that? I said it like I was fucking 5 years old. Fat bastard. Fat bastard.
Fat bastard from he's probably like about the size of fat bastard from Austin Powers.
Maybe a little bit
In
big.
my belly. It's just fucking
All right. Do you have any stories, Braden?
I'm trying to think, because I really don't think I had like any stories except for like my
One
wisdom
time-
teeth getting infected, which kind of sucks.
I'll
One
include
time
that
I
in
was
as
going through Instagram, and I saw James Charles. I don't follow him, by the way. I was scrolling through, and I saw James Charles like had posted something, and I don't know why he was on my feed. I think I was just going through like recommended for you or whatever. Which don't ask me why that was recommended to me. Point is, he had like leather pants with like cutouts, so you could see his ass cheeks.
Oh, is that his
And it
Coachella
looked like the
fucking
most
picture?
traumatizing thing
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, I
kinda
remember that.
know the exact picture you're talking about.
Yeah, that's his Coachella outfit from last year. I know that
Yeah, but
because it was on Instagram too. I got
Yeah.
fucking
Also,
not to be
saw him recently singing Skechers.
huh?
He was singing Skechers. I can't remember who I think somebody on Instagram had it or something.
He was singing like the Indian like light up
Yeah, yeah.
sketches. All right, I can't listen to that anymore.
Yeah.
It won't be the same ever again.
Next
Because
to,
he's a
like,
predator, not because gay.
Charles.
I don't know. I heard like rumors that he's a predator or something. I don't fucking. I mean,
That
like.
was a while back.
All right, hi there. This is editing Zach right now. You're gonna notice a massive cut in the podcast. That's just because it's not because we weren't saying anything offensive or anything. No, my recording software, which is the Radeon software, decided to like glitch out during the podcast, like through like a big chunk of it. So I just have to cut that all out because you can't understand a single word that we're saying. So that's why there's a massive cut here. In the future, I'm gonna make sure I use different software so this doesn't happen. So if you made it this far and you noticed that, yeah, that's why. I thought I would let you know instead of this like letting it slide like that. And then like there was like I know this was like a couple weeks ago and we're like late to this, but there was like a whole like Me Too movement on like games, and there's like people that I used to like watch. They're now like supposedly predators or some shit that like it's been confirmed and they like admitted to it and shit. That was pretty interesting. I watched like a video or whatever of like that Fedmaster guy. Do you know who that was? Or who that is? He was like a streamer on Twitch or whatever. Like the Twitch community got like fucked by like a bunch of allegations and shit recently.
It's crazy to me how like whether they're true or not, it amazes me how many different like accusations there are.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel bad because there's a lot of people that say, you're just making that up when, they might not be, and it might be someone that has more clout than you, so it's hard to like accuse them.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also the other way where there's people who really are just using their fame and stuff to try getting like some drama, and then trying to get more people to follow them and give them attention.
Yeah, and then they can like
10 minutes of
abuse their power, and then like they can like lure people in and shit. There's also stuff like that, and
Every
then there's
year
like
there's always like just a bunch of allegations and stuff.
yeah, and then there's like also the false like it's just like it's like that like the false accusations and shit, and like I think that's like what like like they makes it like really hard to like talk about because you don't know what's real or fake during that, because you're just going based on what people are saying. Like you don't have any like evidence of it actually happening, you know.
Is the Me Too movement, is that more like, is that like just sexual like assault and just everything kinda, or is that supposed to be specifically like rape and stuff?
I think it's like sexual assault, like even just like being like manipulated. I don't know what the fucking word is. Well, yeah.
Manipulated.
Yeah. You're right. I need to add a fucking yeah counter. Keep saying yeah. But I think it's just like I just think it's just like if we're ever like taken advantage of, then it's like the Me Too movement. It's just coming out instead of like just holding it in for like the rest of your life. You're actually coming out and going against the person who took advantage of you. So
I
basically,
feel like it started out more of a like rape thing,
mhm.
and I feel like there's a lot of people who kind of like put their story like I'm not saying that like it's not bad, but I mean I feel like a lot of people use that it was like rape to try bringing a lot more attention to it,
Mhm.
but I don't know.
But
I
yeah.
think it's died down recently though.
Yeah, it's definitely
I
died
haven't heard
down.
anything.
It's just like it's just crazy to see like all the fucking like there's people that I used to like that like played with people that I watched. Never watched Fedmeister. I just brought him up because he was just one of the people that I can like think of that actually got that. And then there's like that one thing. There's that thing was like Doctor Disrespect where he got banned and still nobody knows why. It has been like a month.
He came out and said.
He did come out. I remember hearing something where like, he came out and said that like he still doesn't know why, but like he's planning. There's like some like legal action going on, so he couldn't like say much on it. But there's still like people still want to know why he got like permanently banned because he was like the one of the top streamers.
Streamer,
Yeah,
so that's the thing.
he brought in.
He's banned on Twitch?
Yeah.
You've been living under a rock. Yeah, he got permanently banned on Twitch. Like they just banned him all of a sudden.
Nobody
and
can
nobody-
figure out why, not even like the drama channels that like know people and like get that information and stuff.
Yeah, and like
and if they do, they're not saying it.
I was like looking the other day and like he made like a fucking song about it. Like he like his first thing that he did when he came out, he made a song, which was kind of weird because then that's like kind of like I fed into like the conspiracy theory about like how it's like a big like publicity stunt. I'm using a lot of big words that I can't pronounce. I'm like stuttering like the fucking kid from It. But yeah, because like who the fuck gets banned and then like when they respawn, it's like a month. They like their like fans wait for like a month and then when they come back, they respawn with a song. You know? The whole situation's weird. Nobody knows what's going on with that. But my view on it right now is like not even him, not even he knows why he got banned, and that's why he's taking legal action because I don't know what type of legal action it would be. I mean, I wouldn't say defamation of character. Well, it could be that, like if he got permanently banned for no reason, all because like Twitch didn't like him anymore, or something. Jesus Christ, bro.
To like.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about
No,
Halo.
Changing topic.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the topic now. So recently, I'm a big fan of like the Halo series. I always loved the Halo series. I'm not big enough to be a fan where I like start cosplaying or buying merch, but like I always liked the Halo games. They'll always be my like, favorite game. The new Halo Infinite trailer dropped, where it showed gameplay and everything, and I just want to know what your guys' opinions on it.
I thought it was good.
I just saw it today.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like an hour of gameplay or something with it too?
No, it was only 9 minutes of this playing. I was about to say software.
I was watching a review by I think it was you guys know who the Act Man is?
Yeah, I watch him.
Reviews on a whole bunch of different. I was watching his review and he said the graphics didn't look that great, but
That was
I
the
mean,
one thing
I
that
definitely
like
don't think
threw
they
me
look
off.
bad. I think he kind of ripped on them a lot, and I mean, they're not the greatest in the world, but I definitely wouldn't say they're bad.
Some of the cinematics looked really good, but when it got into the actual gameplay, I could see it didn't look like super impressive or anything.
Yeah.
But as long as the
think what they-
gameplay is good.
Because
They said that they have to like make it playable on like the Xbox One. On PC and stuff, you're gonna be able to like get a full range of like different resolutions and stuff. So it's supposed to look really good on PC.
well, when I
I'm sure there's
first
HD texture
watched
packs
the
and
game,
everything.
when I first watched like the gameplay and shit, I was really like, I was like happy with like the way the game was going. The classic art style was back. I loved that, and like everything. But there was like something off with the whole like game, and like I would agree that the graphics kind of like ruined like the hype, you know, because for me it looks like something that was like made by like from like I don't know what it is. Maybe it was just like this like nothing was rendered, but they did come out and said that like that gameplay demo was like 4 months ago on a PC Like it wasn't on an Xbox Series X at all. It was running on a PC and shit. Like but it was like optimized for like the PC or something. I don't know. I wasn't really looking too much in it, but the graphics did
No,
look a little
it's still
weird,
not
and
done, though,
like
yet.
if you looked like in like the background and shit, you can see like clouds rendering in and stuff. And then I know there's a bunch of people that are not big fans of like, you know, like when he like looked out and when Master Chief looked out to like the distance, and like there was those like pillars that are rising up in like the ground and shit, and it kind of looked like Minecraft. People are like pissed off because it looks like Minecraft, and I was like, I think they intentionally made that because something's going on with the ring, but I don't know. So far, I'm happy with the way the game is going. After Halo 5 and Halo 4 and all that shit, I'm happy the way it's going. But the thing is, most people are not happy with the way the game's going. They're calling it Halo 5 2, and like 343 is getting a ton of hate. Like I saw comments saying like,
See,
"Oh,
I
great."
think there's a lot of people that think it's good. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's good.
I've been hearing the opposite. I've been hearing like people saying like this looks like shit and shit. Like they like make it look like the graphics look bad and all that. I was like, the graphics do look like off-putting, but they're not bad, like you guys said. Like it looks.
Yeah, I really
If you
don't
compare it
understand
to
how
other
they're that
games
bad.
like Black Ops 4 and everything, yeah, it's not really rendered. But you have to keep in mind this is a demo play. But it basically looks like a basic game. I mean, it's the graphics are not like like new, or what's the word, like bringing something new to the table. It just looks like a game, and if that's like how the game looks when I'm playing it, I wouldn't care, because what matters to me the most is story and gameplay.
Exactly. Like I've been playing Half-Life 2, which you know, and
Yeah.
it was released in 2004. It's an old game.
Yeah.
The graphics aren't spectacular, but the gameplay is fantastic. I love it.
Mhm.
That's all the graphics, they enhance it, I'm sure, but it's not the key part.
Yeah,
We've been
literally.
playing Halo Reach, and
Yeah, that too.
you know, I really couldn't care less about the graphics as long as I'm having fun.
Dude, I still play
Which is
games
like the main
Halo.
thing I'm looking forward to is the online gameplay,
Yeah.
multiplayer for
The thing that I
Halo.
got like a little iffy to, I know there's people hating on the grapple hook or whatever. I was like, it's fine for like the campaign, but for like multiplayer, if everybody has a fucking grapple hook, I can't really see how that's gonna be any good.
Oh, we'll have to wait and see what the
Yeah.
gameplay or the multiplayer.
What's
is.
other games that you guys are looking forward to?
What did you guys think about the Fallout, or not Fallout? What is it? Far Cry 6.
That
You
trailer,
guys watched that trailer yet?
I watched that trailer, and it looks like it's gonna be really good. Like it looks like it's gonna be like 50 times
Looks like
better
it's a
than
good
fucking Far
story.
Cry 5, and Far Cry 5 was not good at all.
I like the
Granted,
game,
I haven't
like
really
the
played
core
any of the Far
gameplay,
Cry games, but
other than that, no. Far Cry 5 wasn't too special to me.
I mean, if the ending was better, then the game would have been better. Cause to
The
me,
New Dawn wouldn't have existed, so it would have been a lot better.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, but this is looking good. They took like really good actors, like the actor from Breaking Bad and The Mandalorian is now like the main villain. I forgot what his name is or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. He plays the villain in Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
what's
Yeah.
he doing Breaking Bad?
He was a villain in Breaking Bad. He was like the dude with the glasses.
Like the main character, Heisenberg?
He
Like
he
main character in
no, not the main character. He's like African American. He has glasses.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. He runs like the chicken restaurant or whatever.
Yeah, I never watched Breaking Bad. I
Yeah.
just heard that he's from Breaking Bad and he's like a villain from it. And I know you're
can't
part of
think about what his name is, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was.
Yeah, they
He
took
he was really good with that.
Yeah, so like
So
that's what I like, is like when they bring in like really good actors. Like with like the Halo series is Steve Downes, the voice of Master Chief and all that shit. Like now they have like a really good like actor like on this, and like what drives me is really good character development in the it's like I'm trying to like think, but like the actor portraying them, if they portray that character well, then like it makes like a good part of the game for me at least. But yeah.
Yeah, and they definitely, with the trailer, they definitely showed that they could have They have the potential for really good character arcs.
Yeah, like the kid or
It
whatever.
looked
can
really
be-
interesting. It kind of had me at the edge of my seat, which, to be honest, not a whole lot of trailers do.
Yeah.
I was wanting
looked
to know
really
if he was
good.
dropping that nade.
I didn't even see
Yeah.
that there was people under grenade, so I thought like I didn't even know where he was dropping the grenade until I saw people down there. I was like, oh shit. Well, it's Far
Yeah.
Cry. I'm not really surprised about that. But yeah,
Is there any new games coming out other than those?
I haven't been following this game. I haven't seen the trailer, but I know you guys been talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey
Or
Odyssey,
Valhalla?
Valhalla.
or Valhalla. Yeah.
That looks. That was
That-
one that was another one that kind of had me at the edge of my seat because that looked really good.
Yeah, the trailer.
Yeah, and I really like the Assassin's Creed games. I've liked pretty much every one. I wasn't crazy about Origins. I'm not sure if you played that one. It's where you're in Egypt.
Play
Yeah.
any of the games.
But I've liked
I don't.
Odyssey and pretty much every other one. I didn't really play a whole lot of Black Flag, but I mean I thought it was okay. A lot of people really liked that one, but I don't wasn't crazy about that one either.
I played Assassin's
that.
Creed Pirates on my iPod. That was pretty spectacular.
I don't know.
Which
The only
iPod
games
Touch.
I really like played of Assassin's Creed is Assassin's Creed 3, Black Flag, and then Odyssey. And I didn't really get too much into Odyssey. I'm just like, it's not like my type of game, you know. Yeah, level 5.
Believe
I don't
me,
even
stick it
remember
out,
that.
It gets really good because it's more of like an open world thing, which I mean all the Assassin's Creed kind of are, but like it's like I don't know. It was really good. I thought.
Yeah. What's your guys' thoughts on the? Well, I know Brayden. Angry Assassin is not gonna care that much about this, but like, what's your thoughts on the newest Xbox coming out, or a PlayStation or whatever?
I heard that it's supposed to be running at 120 FPS for most games, or like that's what like it's supposed to. I don't know. It's just
Like
what I heard it's
Reach?
supposed to run at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like just what it's supposed to run at for the most part. And you know, one of the biggest reasons why I switched over to PC was the customization that you can do with it and the frame rates and graphics. So to hear that they're finally like doing a little bit more with frame rates,
Mm-hmm.
I think is really cool because there's not a, you know, once they release that for the next how many years you're kind of stuck with that, or like you know how the Xbox One, then there was the Xbox One S. You have to wait until the next version of that console comes out, which could be 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool that they're doing that though, and they're trying to. I know they kind of took the criticism for Halo 5 and they're trying to improve it. I think a lot because they're like really listening to what people want.
Yeah.
I heard that they completely redesigned Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about it?
I think the Xbox. I've always been like an Xbox person and never been like a part of the PlayStation, but I can see like both sides or whatever. And so far, I know that people are like saying that like PS5, like 4 or 5 or whatever the fuck it is like winning in the thing right now. But honestly, I can't really tell. I think it's even out because Xbox has like their own thing. Like Xbox has the Game Pass, which all those new games that they showcase during like their like game whatever is gonna be part of the Game Pass. It's a really good deal. Like you can get like
think
Assassin's Creed or
one of the
Valhalla.
One of the reasons that the PS4 did so well was because it was like a lot more powerful than the base level Xbox One when it
Mhm.
first released. The Xbox One S and stuff I think closed the gap, but
Yeah.
I think
I
I
was
think this is a lot closer race, and I think that if Xbox gets a couple more exclusives, I mean, granted Halo 5, if that goes well, you get a couple more
Halo
exclusives,
5.
and you can actually compete
Yeah,
with.
I heard that too.
No, I had to stop you there because you said Halo 5 and goes well in a
Oh.
sentence. I don't think you're talking about Halo
I meant
Infinite.
Halo Infinite. If that goes well, Halo 5 was retarded.
Yeah.
Um, granted that goes well, and they get a couple more exclusives. I think they can really compete with PlayStation. I really
Yeah.
think they can.
I think the one reason why PlayStation was like ahead of the fucking consoles, I mean Xbox or whatever, is because they're exclusives and their PS4 like 4 Pro is like more powerful than like the base Xbox or whatever. But like I
Although
think the one
Xbox
thing that
One X
was
is the most powerful. Out of
Yeah.
all the
yeah,
consoles.
and now like they're coming out with the Series X, which like they are like adding like PC parts and stuff, but like the PlayStation's supposed to be really powerful too. But the PlayStation I think focused more on like exclusives and gameplay other than like their actual like performance or whatever, because Xbox focused on power and performance the most during this. Like I don't really and I know they were like doing like stuff like trying to get more exclusives, but they were focusing on like more power and stuff. So like I'm
Yeah.
guessing that like you're gonna get the higher frame rates on Xbox Series X all because like they like really like planned this out was like the power and shit of the console. Of course, we have
I
to
think
wait
trying
to
to
see
find a
until they
happy
release it.
medium is good.
Yeah, but
I
literally,
think trying to get good exclusives and good like frame rates and stuff is something that you should try to find a happy medium for.
and since we're talking about consoles, I'm gonna change the topic a little bit. For you, this is gonna be a little like fucking cringe or whatever. For you, for those of you that don't know, I have a fucking TikTok account or whatever. I don't really care about that much for it, but like recently, I mean, ever since I had this account, I made a video of like calling PlayStation gay station. I know it's fucking stupid. But the other day I got a comment that was just like really like I was just like sitting there just like what the fuck. There was like a Fortnite kid or whatever that comment and it was like, yeah, here it is. And it says, "Imagine fighting over a console, then when someone confronts you about it, you act like it was a joke." Even though you guys seen the video, I just put gay station as a caption into the thing. And like that's not like the only one. If you go in my comments on that fucking post or whatever, there's this like fucking comment after comment. Console war, you're a fucking console war kid or whatever. I'm just like sitting here and just like, what the fuck? So like people really take like these console like shit seriously, which is basically what I'm trying to say, or whatever.
I'm gonna be honest.
So like,
Like,
but
I don't really care
PlayStation,
what you play.
yeah,
Like,
I
I
don't.
don't think it really matters that much.
Yeah, my main reason for getting Xbox, like for starting on Xbox and not starting with like a PS4 or whatever, was because I had just had more friends on Xbox. It's just
Yeah,
very simple. If more of your friends have like PS4 or PlayStation, and you want to play with them, then by all means get a PlayStation. I don't have a problem with that.
yeah,
Just personally,
I think it's
after
just
using
all
Xbox,
what you have the most fun on. I think people get too
yeah,
caught up in like what they have, and I mean, I personally like PC the most, but I mean, my friends are on it, and I like the benefits you get from it. If you really get happiness from playing Xbox or PlayStation or PC, like who am I to tell you what to play? I mean, if that's what you have fun on, hell, if you have fun on a Nintendo Switch, who cares? So
yeah.
anyways,
Atari. That's where it's at. I played one of those like last weekend. Brothers had a friend, brought him up north. Internet, nothing to do. I was playing Atari the entire time. It was actually pretty fun.
I got like a retro Atari thing that just it has a bunch of
I
different
just flipped
games
off my
on it.
camera unintentionally, but yeah, I play. My dad bought like a Nintendo like a NES Classic like remastered or whatever. This was like a while ago, and I played that, and it was actually really fun. But I rather prefer the modern day games or whatever. But what I was getting at before was like the whole TikTok thing. It's just like I think PlayStation, another reason why it's like super big and shit, is because they just have like all, and this is probably like the same with Xbox. It's just like the fanboys that like stick to whatever they have and like they just like fan it out. If I had more friends on PlayStation, then I would just switch over to PlayStation. It's just based on like friends and like games for me. But
Well, like on Xbox, the reason I went from Xbox 360 to Xbox One is because I mean, I didn't want to give up like games that I had. So like Halo 4, I mean, not I know not everybody loves it, but I really liked it. So one of the big things for me was that I heard about that there might be some backwards compatibility, so I saved games that I wanted to play on Xbox One. And same with like when I was considering getting a PC, I also was thinking about getting the Xbox Series X when it came out.
yeah,
And I was gonna go to that instead of PS5 because I didn't want to have to buy new games, and with so many being online now, I just I don't know. I just didn't want to have to rebuy everything, but you know, I
That,
did anyways because I ended up going to computer.
yeah, that was my like one of my main concerns going into getting a computer. I knew it was going to be a lot more fun. You have access to a lot more games overall, but the problem I was having was that all my games were on Xbox,
Yeah.
and that's the only thing that really sucks. I'm kind of going through the same thing right now because I'm debating either getting the new Oculus when it comes out, or just going right to the HTC Vive for VR. But then again,
I
most
mean-
of my games I have are on Oculus, so I'd have to rebuy all of them. Which
Yeah.
I don't want to do.
I'm kind of like
I
in a
know,
similar
I was just really happy with
thing,
PC. That's
'cause
like
I-
one I really
oh,
enjoy it.
yeah.
It's fun.
Sorry, I
mean
didn't.
to cut you
No,
off.
I didn't mean to
just
cut you out
added
either
my
because you
thought.
were talking and but I'm kind of going through like the same thing with Oculus right now because all my VR games I had before when I had my Rift S was on the computer and now I only have the Quest. My computer can't run Oculus Link. Well, I mean I can go and play Oculus Link. It's just really glitchy. So right now I haven't really played my Quest that much, all because I don't have any like games on it right now. Like I have to get games for it. So
I've been trying to. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I should get a new GPU and kind of future-proof a little bit, or if I want to get a VR. I've heard that it's a lot of fun, so. been
Yeah.
They
thinking
are
about
a
it.
blast.
yeah,
I've been using them. I love my VR.
it's like
That's one thing.
I used to think like, oh, it's just VR. You go and be put in a game or whatever. It's not that really that cool, but I always wanted to experience it. It is super fucking cool to be put in like to the game or whatever, and being able to like to pick up stuff. Like I was playing when I used to have my Rift S. I played like Minecraft on VR or whatever. I wasn't really thinking much of it. It would be like the same game. It felt like a whole different game, all because
Yeah.
like you were there.
I
The
hope-
fucking pigs
I
are
hope
huge in
Xbox
that
adds
shit.
it in.
Yeah, I hope Xbox.
VR.
They are not.
Also, VR is like really catching up right now. Like
Yeah.
their graphics are advancing extremely quickly. Like in Half-Life Alyx, if you grab any bottle with a liquid in it, you can tip it. It has real water simulations in there, or liquid simulations. In every bottle. It's just crazy how
All right. Sorry to.
These
We
are-
have to move topics because I passed the 45-minute mark, or whatever. So we're gonna switch topics. But yeah, that was like our gaming topic thing. There was another thing I wanted to touch bases on before we ended this. Was pretty soon in our future we have a future big video coming up pretty soon, and it is called the 30-day challenge. This should be already announced before this podcast comes out, but do you guys want to talk about that or whatever, or do you want me to just like tell like them what it's gonna be or whatever?
Well, I think we'll go over it once we release it, but the basics would just be. Do you mind me talking about it? Just.
Yeah,
a
you
little
can
bit?
talk about it.
So just, we're gonna try. We're all setting goals for ourselves to like improve on. We're gonna try doing the presidential. What is it? The presidential fitness test.
fitness test. Yes.
Before and after, and we're gonna see kind of who gets the most improvement. I know, trying to improve on that. I'm trying to build more mass on my chest and abs,
Mhm.
and that's like kind of my goal. So I'm gonna try eating healthier, cutting, just shit stuff out of my diet and working out more. But it's kind of like a friendly competition to try just getting healthier.
Yeah, basically the way I set it up, cause I'm not trying to like be like, oh, I came up with this idea. Well, I did come up with the idea, and I like told you guys about it, and that's like how we got into it. But I basically just came up with like an idea of like a win-win situation where like the winner would get money or whatever at the end. Like I think it's gonna be only 3 of us, so it's like a prize pool of like 150. But the winner would get the money. But like also, even if you don't win the money or whatnot, you still walk out and like really in better shape than what you were before, basically. And then like you're gonna be walking
Win-win
into
situation.
yeah. Pretty much, that was an awkward moment of silence there for like a second. But yeah, basically, what are you guys' plans? Like starting out, like you're gonna like start eating healthier more.
I
Or
already
whatever.
said that I'm just trying to eat healthier and I'm just trying to work out more overall. I don't know. Eating healthier and working out are just my 2 things that I really want to try doing more.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my big problem is eating healthier. I eat so much junk. I have a drawer in my desk that's always stocked with the worst food ever.
Yeah,
Right
but you
now,
eat it
let's
so
see what it has.
slow. You eat it so slow.
2 bags of Sourfuls, Juicy Drop Pop, 2 cans of Pringles,
Juicy drop pop.
and popcorn. all
But
just
how
in
long
one
would it
drawer.
take you to eat all that stuff?
It depends. Sourfuls I don't eat fast anymore. I used to eat like a bag in like I don't know 20 minutes. I used to chow them things down, but then I just ate too much of them where it's like I don't want to eat them anymore, but they're good, so I have to eat them.
Holy
And
fuck.
then
How does your
working
fucking
out.
tongue live through
Ever
that?
since ever
Like
since
sour?
football, I've just not wanted
Oh.
to work out ever.
It's kind of hard to stay motivated when you're doing it on your own. So I
Yeah.
think doing it with other people is something that like will keep me motivated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's I think like the main point of the money too,
Yeah.
is for motivation.
Yeah, that's why I put the money part in. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it. But I was like thinking of like, if someone's like on like their last like urge like motivation, there's at least like a prize pool. Like let's just say they want to buy like pre-order a new game coming out or whatever. They can just use the money that they win from this like competition thing or whatever. So like that would like keep them motivated. Like, oh, I need that $100 or whatever. Like as like a last string. But also, just like I created this like as like the as much motivation as possible. You're working out with your friends, so they'll motivate you from going through that. You get the money at the end. You know your improvements, so you can get a motivate you after that. And then like that's just what I like kind of thought of or whatever.
I
Of when I
know
created
I've been
this.
thinking about doing like some bike rides on like the Mountain Bay Trail and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think it's just a good way of like getting outside too. I think a lot of times during summer you don't really have a whole lot to do, and
Especially
now with
this summer.
coronavirus, there's really not something to do. So I think getting outside and being able to bike and swim and all that kind of stuff is good for you.
And I think
I
that
do
would,
most of that anyways, but I think really just doing it like every day or every other day is good.
yeah, and I think that would definitely help your endurance because I know you said that that's one thing. Yeah, you're also
That's like
working
that's
towards.
oh I forgot to mention that. That's like the main thing I want to work on is endurance. For a long time, like my biggest struggle has been endurance, and I've probably had a couple too many cosmic brownies, and that probably doesn't help a whole lot. But
Cosmic Brownie win.
yeah,
Cosmic Brownie
I
win.
do want to work on that a lot. So
Yeah.
getting out, running, swimming for long distances, just doing
Oh
like
yeah, you have the.
stretched out stuff instead of just like all right up front.
Mhm.
I would like to try working
I
on.
mean, that's
my
the one thing you're lucky with. You have the pool that you can swim in. That can help with your cardio and like everything a lot. And even like biking. I
upper
remember when I
body.
used to bike a lot. Then like when I used to like bike a lot, it was like Kyle and stuff. Like when I was in like elementary school, middle school, whatever. I think that was like the
Yeah.
best like in my life for like cardio and stuff because I could like run and like gym and like I wouldn't be like as tired as I am now. Because nowadays, like, I can't even, like, run that much before I'm, like, breathing heavily and, like, I have to stop. So, yeah, it's gonna be
Anyways.
a trip. But, like, yeah, we have to start moving towards, like, the outro here. The video's getting too long. But,
That new video is gonna be coming out August 2nd, where we started, and that's gonna be like the day that
it's not coming out August 2nd.
just
We're filming it August 2nd. But,
whatever, bro, whatever.
It's
I mean, I
starting-
could.
We're
If
starting
I.
it, we are starting the challenge ourselves August 2nd.
Because we're gonna
the
be
day we
filming
are
it at
filming.
5 o'clock or whatever. And then I have to edit it in, like, before 12.
Coming out around August 2nd, sometime
Yeah.
around there.
Mm-hmm. Well, just like around that week or whatever. Like, expect it to be like around like August 5th. Pretty
So
much.
that's gonna be our next video coming out.
Mm-hmm. That-
Our next podcast is gonna be sometime next week.
Do you want to do this weekly or do you want to do it like every 2 weeks?
I think we can do it weekly. I think
Yeah.
it's good to do it weekly.
I
So we
actually
can
this
touch
is
up on
more
what
like
we're doing and
this is a lot
going.
easier than I thought it would be. Like I thought we would all be like sitting here like silent and shit. But yeah, we had some good conversations in here. I think this went well for
Anyways.
like a first episode. Yeah, but like you go.
Anything else we want to touch on real quick? We got on gaming. We could talk next week about. I know there's like some tech news stuff, but
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna get too long if we start going into that.
yeah. I want to
Do
try
you
to
guys
end.
want to lightly touch on how coronavirus is right now? Just we can do like a weekly update on that. Just because
Yeah,
that's something
for
that's so,
where
like,
we live
weird
right
and
now, we're
unusual.
starting to get hit a lot harder now.
One of the schools.
Wasa's
Can I
school,
say
yeah.
the name of the school?
Wasa's school's like
School is going to
Well,
online.
Either
just
way,
in case.
the other school district by us is doing it just online, and our school district is kind of thinking about doing that, or maybe doing on off, just not going every day. But I think
It's-
with that other school district doing that, I think our school district is going to be strongly considering doing that same thing.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean.
When you're
I-
keeping the teachers safe, and I don't know, why would
The
you take
one
that
thing I
risk?
do
There's
not
no
want
need.
to happen is all of us staying in school for like or whatever with like mask on. I have to wear
Yeah.
masks at my work or whatever, and it is a pain in the ass. And yeah, I work with Brayden or whatever, or what's your name in this Frosty one or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grocery store.
Yeah,
So,
grocery
it's
store.
really important to wear that because with food and you're around so many different people that
The-
wearing
also,
a mask
yeah.
is just it's not a question of whether or not to do it. As boys crack.
Mhm.
It's you have to do it to keep everybody safe, and
Yeah, it's just like
I don't love it, but I mean, if I know it keeps somebody else safe, I mean, who's gonna be that ass that's not gonna wear it? Oh,
Yeah.
one last thing before we end it.
Mhm.
You guys hear Walmart? I heard this from WorldStar, so I mean, take this with a grain of salt. But apparently, Walmart is no longer enforcing their mask rule because of the fear that employees are gonna be attacked. They've already had employees attacked over telling people to wear masks. So they literally stopped enforcing that for the safety of the employees, which I think is crazy.
I just think some
But
people
yeah,
out here
I
out
mean,
there
that's
are just like
far.
not like I'm not I never really like took it like too serious with coronavirus. I just have to admit that, but like some people just don't take it seriously at all. Like there's just
Well, I mean-
people here that they have to wear masks and shit, and they're just like, I'm not gonna wear a mask, whatever. I hate wearing masks. When
I wear
honestly,
a mask
they're
for
trying
6
to.
fucking hours a day while running around. I mean, you can wear
Yeah.
it for an hour while you're going shopping. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not that
I
hard.
know. This is some people are
Especially
just
if you're going
like
to grab food.
fucking
'Cause ours
selfish
is
and
like a
shit.
super Walmart.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're gonna have that new video coming out, and then we'll do a podcast sometime next week, and that will be
Mhm.
released somewhere around there.
Yep.
But I think that's all we have for the 3 a.m. boys this week.
Yep. I'm
All right.
gonna be uploading more to my channel. I don't know about you guys, but make sure you follow our main channels. They're gonna be linked to the future channels, and they'll be also linked in the description below. Make sure you check everybody out if you like the podcast. If you like the podcast and you decided to like, thank you. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that sit there and beg for likes and shit because I don't really care. But I don't really
Far,
like.
though, thanks for listening. I mean,
Yeah, like if you actually made it this far or whatever, thank
What
you
is
for
it,
being
like
the
an hour in or something like that?
57 minutes in right now. Well, based on the recording, I'm gonna be cutting it down and making it look more visual, have more visual appealance or whatever you want to call it, and cut some stuff out because we can't really like, include everything in here because this time because I want to keep it down like by 30 minutes or whatever. This is gonna be like probably longer than 30 minutes, but yep. If you're new to the channel,
Thanks for watching, guys.
thank you for watching. Whatever, if you're new to the channel, then you like what you see or whatever, and like you decided to subscribe to this channel, just make sure you check out the other channels in here. It's just all of us. But yeah, it's been nice. We'll see you guys next week on whatever. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you.